You've heard the axiom, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. For King David, that's not true. The reason power corrupts, of course, is because it provides greater opportunity for corruption. And absolute power creates, well, a magnification of the greater opportunity to the nth degree. As king of Israel, David has incredible opportunities. One night, he is walking along the parapets, looks down and sees a beautiful woman taking her bath, discovers that she is the wife of Uriah the Hittite, one of his generals in the army, who is out to battle. So he sends for her. They have relations together. David thinks he's going to get away with it because Uriah the Hittite is gone. Then he finds that Bathsheba is pregnant with his child, brings Uriah the Hittite back. Uriah the Hittite will not have relations with his wife because at that time they believed that if a man did that and went back to battle, the outcome of the battle would be significantly compromised because God would see that as a man who is unclean and unfit to be in battle. David then makes a horrific decision. He sends word that Uriah the Hittite is to be put on the front lines, and when the battle gets thick, the troops withdrawn, so Uriah is murdered. And this is what happens, and David thinks his problem is solved. But David has a conscience named Nathan. And Nathan the prophet comes forward and appeals not to the king's sense of justice, but to the shepherd boy's heart that still resides in David. And David is cut to the quick. Unlike King Saul before him, David does not make excuses, but knows that what he has done is profoundly wrong. And we read this psalm. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion. Blot out my transgressions. Wash away all my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions and my sin is always before me. It is David's heart that is not corrupted. His actions are those of a powerful man who thinks that he can do whatever he wants. But God is watching, and there will be accountability. And David's heart is broken. The child born of David and Bathsheba does not survive. And David fasts, lays flat on the floor in sackcloth and ashes until the death of this child. The story continues, and of course from David will come the next great king, King Solomon. But the question is, have you ever read of or heard a great leader who sinned honestly, accepting responsibility for it? What was your sense of it? Were you prepared to forgive even that? The story of David continues. Happy reading.